you have no idea what's going to be best for you. You don't know what's going on with your labs. Then we do nothing because it's so much information and we don't know how to sift through it. And that's where I was with my clothes. I, in a moment of braveness, reached out to a stylist, and I didn't have the information overload anymore. And when it comes to your health and when you're in freeze and you don't know what to do, that's what working with a functional practitioner can change the game for you. Are you someone that hears about all the information on Instagram from influencers of what you should be doing? You are on Dr. Google. You've listened to a ton of podcasts. You know that there's so many things you could be doing. You know that you could feel better. You know that there's a better life out there, but you're frozen. So much information. Where on earth do you start? You are just in freeze mode. You don't know what the next best step is for you. You know you need to take a step. You know that if you don't change anything, nothing will change, but you have no idea where to go. Kind of like analysis paralysis because of information overload. Do you ever feel like that? I feel like that with fashion. And I want to walk you through a little story of mine to kind of show how information is not necessarily the thing you're missing in your health journey. You don't need more information. I don't need more information about fashion. It's just going to keep me in freeze mode and not know what to do. It's fine. You need something else to actually see those results. And I want to walk you through that's something what you need. And I'm going to tell you a story in order to get you there. And I'm going to tell you a fun story about fashion and how my fashion journey is going to help your health journey and help you get better periods and help you lose weight. You'll be surprised. Just watch. Are you ready? So I grew up with 6 brothers and 1 sister. My older, I only had one older sister, was 7 years older than me. So by the time I was in 6th grade, junior high, she wasn't living at home anymore. And I grew up very much loving to be a tomboy. I wanted to climb trees. I wanted to shoot bow and arrows. I didn't care about dressing cute at all. And I joke that God gave me curly hair because if he didn't give me curly hair, then I would probably look like a ragamuffin all the time because I have 2 hairstyles, in a bun or my hair down. And that's literally all I am capable of doing. So maybe that's the next thing I need to tackle. And when it came to matching clothes and putting outfits together, everything went with white, black, or gray because I couldn't get the concept of how different colors would go together, let alone matching a shoe with an outfit, earrings with an outfit. It seemed too complicated. And so I told myself, you are destined to just not be a fashion person. You can't be comfortable and look cute. You have to pick one or the other. You're just going to struggle with this. It's just going to be how it is. And that's fine. And I was kind of whatever. So flash forward to the fact that I saw 2 presenters at an event and they looked amazing. They looked amazing. I was like, why do you guys not be matchy, but you coordinate and everything just flows from your earrings to your outfit, to your hairstyle, to your shoes, and you guys coordinate together? Seemed mind-blowing to me. So they told me they had a stylist because I asked these questions. I'm like, you guys look amazing. They're like, thank you. We have a stylist. And I said, okay. Because I assumed that stylists were, I don't know, for celebrities. They obviously weren't celebrities. They're amazing, but they weren't celebrities, but they had a stylist. And so I'm just thinking oh, that's interesting, but there's no way she could take me and my lack of fashion sense and my wardrobe, which I just seem to be rotating all the time because is it going to be pregnancy? Is it going to be breastfeeding friendly? Is it going to be that early postpartum stage? What on earth is my wardrobe going to be? And I knew that I asked people these questions and they'd be like, oh, I go on Pinterest and I pick out these outfits and you can learn things with color wheels. And I knew that there's probably answers out there for fashion, but if I'm being completely honest, I was stuck. because there was just so much information when you open that world. Like, oh, you can match your purse to your shoes and your belt and your earrings. And oh my goodness, it was just too much information. And I just froze. I felt like maybe if I put in enough work, I could figure this out. I'm not dumb. I could figure it out. But it seemed like way too much. I'd rather put my time into learning health things and helping you guys. But at the same time, I wanted my outfits to be better. I wanted to feel less overwhelmed in my closet. I wanted to feel confident in my clothes. I wanted to feel cute in my clothes. I wanted getting dressed to be simple. I wanted it to be easy. I wanted my clothes to reflect how I felt on the inside. Yet I did nothing because it was just like analysis paralysis, information overload. There's too many things. I don't know what direction to take. There's too much information to bog down. What if I don't go in the right direction for myself? I don't know what to do. I, in a moment of braveness, reached out to a stylist on Instagram. And hilariously, I'd actually met her at an event a while ago. And I remember complimenting her on her outfit. I believe the whole moral of the story that we're taking away is Leah compliments people on their outfits. And she had said, thank you. I'm a personal stylist, so I'm glad that you love my outfit. And I reached out to her and I said, hey, I am still in my era of having kids. And sometimes, I'm pregnant. Sometimes I'm breastfeeding. Sometimes I'm in early postpartum. Sometimes I'm in neither of those. And I just feel like this isn't sustainable for me to pick outfits and have outfits that I love, because I need so many different wardrobes and it's so frustrating. And she goes, no, I can fix this for you. You actually can have staple pieces that, can transition. You can have certain things that help you transition certain outfits. You can make so many outfits out of just a couple pieces. So then you don't have to have 50 pieces in every wardrobe. And there's just a couple rules that I can teach you about your coloring on how you should pair things together. My mind exploded. I'm like, wait, what? So I hired her. And let me tell you something. It was kind of scary, if I'm being honest, because when I hired her, I was like, okay, I want to feel confident. I want to be able to go speak at these events and love my outfits. I want to feel confident in the choices and not be second guessing what I'm wearing. And I want my shoes to be nice and all of these things, because that's a representation of my brand. And as I'm speaking at these events, that's important. But I paid, and then immediately my mind starts going, oh, you should have spent that money on, I don't know, anything else. You could have bought an air purifier with that. You could have bought supplements with that. You could have taken a new health course. You could have all of these things start going through my mind. And I said, okay, no, this is why you wanted to do this. You want the outside to reflect your inside. You want to feel confident. You want to feel less overwhelmed. We're going to give this a fair shot. So I did. And let me just tell you that my life is forever changed. One of the single best investments I've made outside of health stuff. So good. It's such a good investment. So not only did she go through and do a color analysis, so I know exactly what colors are my good colors. Not that any color is a bad color, but certain shades, I guess. And then she taught me a couple basic concepts for me based on contrast on how to put outfits together for me that made my life so much easier. I mean, my mind was blown. Okay, that makes getting dressed so much easier, because learning how to pair certain things together based on contrast was it was a new concept for me. It was a very new concept for me. And so not only did she do that, but then I had to take pictures of all of my clothes, which was not fun. But because I had a deadline and she was going to check in on me, I got it done. So I took pictures of all my clothes, and she has an app. So we uploaded them to the app. And she went through and she started with my closet, and she made outfits based on the clothes I already had in my closet. And this is where my mind just kind of exploded for the 20th time. She made 19 different outfits out of 3 different like bottoms, like shorts and a skirt with some different tops. 19, like with shoes and accessories. And I just look at my closet and I said, okay, why do I have all these other clothes? So I did a massive closet purge and it felt amazing. I took clothes that were pregnancy friendly and I put them in a box. They're not maternity, but they're pregnancy friendly, you know, from those early stages, marked it pregnancy friendly, nursing friendly, put it in another box. The rest that I didn't wear and love, couldn't make multiple outfits out of, donated, got rid of it, donated, gone. And then we went through and she chose some basics that would tie together the rest of my outfits. And so I would love them all. And so I'm going to pull this together with your health, I promise. So I literally went into the app and it would say summer refresh and I could go in there and she had all of the new items that I could get if I wanted to pull together these other outfits. And it was in my color and it was in my size and it was linked right to the store. And then one of them ended up on going out of stock before I could buy it. I let her know. She found a dupe, put it in there. I didn't have to look for anything. It just clicked by. It was just so effortless. And then, of course, as I was clicking to buy the clothes, my stomach sank because, again, I was like, oh my goodness, why are we spending money on this? I felt like this has got to be so superficial to spend money on clothes. I'm a hardcore thrift store shopper. And immediately I'm like, but what if you don't make any more money? What if this is just really dumb? What if this is really silly? Blah, 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 blah. And I reminded myself again, okay, why are we doing this? We have to trust this process. You can always return the clothes. But anyways, we clicked buy and they come in and they're so cute. I mean, they pulled together, made another 20 more outfits out of just a couple different skirts and shorts, and everything is just so seamlessly pulled together. Everything looks so cute and I love it. And the reason why I now go, this is so important, and I'm telling everybody, they're like, I don't know what to do with my clothes, or I want to feel confident. Yeah, get a stylist. But anyways, the reason why is now I feel like my clothes and my outfits reflect how I feel on inside. Makes me feel cute, which then makes me feel more confident, which then makes me show up happy and bubbly the way I know I am, which affects everyone else around me. That's why I think that's important. And she made it easy. She literally just gave me each next step, had a deadline in which I could do it. I could ask her questions. Everything was personalized to me. I didn't have to go look for good brands. I didn't have to go look for my size. I didn't have to do the research. I didn't have to do a million returns. And I didn't have the information overload anymore. And when it comes to your health, and when you're in freeze and you don't know what to do, that's what working with a functional practitioner can change the game for you. So when you're in information overload and you don't know where to start, being told the exact next step that's best for you based on your labs and your medical history, there's no guesswork. There's no information overload. It's literally like, Susie, do this step. And you go, okay, great. Do that step. Great, Susie. Here's your next step. Great. Do that step. Here's Susie. Here's your next step. You just keep putting one foot in front of the other with guidance based on exactly what you need. When she went in the app and pulled together the exact brands, the clothes in my size and in my color, there's no having to research your supplements, know what good brands, know if the testing's been done, what dosages do you need. We just tell you based on your labs, we give those recommendations, and then you can decide if that's best for you. When you can get so personal into exactly what you need, there's no information overload. I will walk with you and help guide you in exactly what you need, what your next steps are, lifestyle changes that need to be made, but also based on what you do or do not want to do. If you're someone that travels all the time, if you're someone that lives in a hotel room a lot of the times, what you need to do is going to be different than someone who's a stay-at-home mom. If you are a night shift nurse, it's going to be different than a travel nurse. And that's why trying to get your information from Dr. Google and all of the influencers, and then trying to buy a million supplements and then getting frustrated when it doesn't work. And then it joins your graveyard of supplements. And then there's so many different things and you don't know where to go. Someone says to take vitamin D. Leah says not to take vitamin D. Someone says to take magnesium. Someone else says not to take magnesium. Someone says to eat this way. Do IF. No, do keto. No, do carnivore. No, go vegan. You have no idea what's going to be best for you. You don't know what's going on with your labs. And then we do nothing because it's so much information and we don't know how to sift through it. And that's where I was with my clothes in fashion. But when she took me by the hand and she gave me each next step, I was able to ask questions. She gave me deadlines. She gave me everything that was applicable to me. There was no freeze anymore. I took those next steps. And that's exactly what I have with my clients. When we're working together, it's so important that you have somebody that is your strongest advocate that's going to walk along next to you. So if you need to go to your doctor and run some labs and you need to fight for something, we're going to do that with you. You need an accountability buddy. We're there for you. You need help planning out meals in terms of fitting that into your day. We're going to help you with that. You need know what specific nutrient needs are off. We're going to help you with that. There's no more guesswork. So you don't have to have the information overload. And that is the difference between trying to just follow a generic program versus something that's personalized to you. It is a game changer. So what I want you to do is go to free hormone training. Literally Google it, free hormone training, or click the link in the show notes. Join the free hormone training. It's free, literally. It's the top 3 secrets for balancing your hormones naturally. Go ahead and watch that free training. And then after watching it, if you're like, yeah, I want you to book a consultation call with me or my team. Because gone are the days when you have no idea what next step to take. Because you truly can feel amazing. And I know that you know this, but you're just kind of frozen in terms of what the next step should be for you. And we're going to help you. So the first step for you is go to free hormone training and go ahead and watch that. And then we'll touch base. Okay.